Alright guys, I know I've been holding off on doing this for a while, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm tired of just holding back, because if I keep holding back, I'm never gonna get it done. Anyways, what's going on everybody? This is Chase fan number 9 here. Welcome to another video. In this one, I'll be taking a look at the paint schemes from the Coke 600 race weekend for both Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, but I'll do them in separate videos. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? So first up, we got Quinn Halfin, his 8-ball chocolate whiskey scheme. We've seen him run this one, so we'll skip. Kurt Busch running the gear wrench. Actually, take that back. Kurt Busch running in the gear wrench car, which we've seen him run before, so I can pass on that. Brad Keselowski drove the number 2 Keystone Light Ford Mustang. Okay, it brings me back to the time when he drove the Blue Deuce. We all remember that paint scheme. I do like the white rims on the wheels, looks pretty nice. And I just noticed this just now, but if you look closely, it looks like a beer can right here where it says Stone. I didn't notice that until just now. I think that looks pretty cool in my opinion. Gotta love the creativity there. And it's also got the mountain design here along the side, and it also wraps around the car too, so that's a creative way to add to a paint scheme like this, if you know what I'm saying. So overall, I like this one. Best Brad Keselowski scheme of the year. Austin Dillon drove the number 3 Bass Pro Shop Tracker Off-Road Chevrolet. Okay, this definitely looks patriotic. Got lots of stars here on the side. Well, you got the small, tiny ones, and then you got the bigger ones here along the side, so that looks pretty nice. And you got military appreciation discount. I'm skipping over my words today. Anyhow, so I guess for military members, they get a discount every time they shop at Bass Pro Shop in Cabela's. Okay, that's good to know. And you got red on top. Overall, decent paint scheme, I like it. Kyle Larson drove the number 5 MetroTech Automotive Chevrolet Camaro. It's a decent paint scheme. It's interesting paint scheme. It's got white on the front and along the side, and it goes around the top here. You also got blue here along the side and some here. You got some more dark blue there. So overall, it's a pretty simple paint scheme. Also, it's pretty interesting knowing the fact that he won in a paint scheme with some. I just love the simplicity of this paint scheme, knowing the fact that Kyle Larson won in it. That's all I'm trying to say. Anyhow, Ryan Newman drove the number 6 Kohler Generators Ford Mustang. So I see it does have a patriotic vibe to it. It's got bits and pieces of the American flag here, especially with the stars here along the side. Looks nice. Then you got streaks of red, blue, and dark blue here. And I believe, if I remember correctly, I think the red wrapped around the front of the car and to the other side. So overall, I thought it was a pretty cool paint scheme, not gonna lie. Corey LaJoie drove the number 7 Diamond Creek Chevrolet. Same thing as always. The only difference is that it's just got the red and white streaks here on the side. They added a few stars, but I think they could have added more. But not too many though, but this is decent. Tyler Reddick drove the number 8 Alsco Uniforms Chevrolet. Not a lot of there's not a lot of creativity as far as patriotic paint schemes So the only thing they have is the sideways American flags here, but I like how it's separating both the light green and the dark green, so I'll give them credit. I actually do kind of like this paint scheme. I mean, if they had removed just this one flag, then I would have been fine with it. But overall, it's a good paint scheme. Chase Elliott in his typical Napa scheme. Almirola in the number 10 Smithfield Ford Mustang. I have to admit, it may be his primary paint scheme, but the only thing that's different is that it's got a big old American flag in it. It does kind of fade out here a little bit here at the top, but I really don't mind. You got the stars and the different streaks of red, white, and blue here. And you got red, white, and blue here along the side of the front here. That looks pretty nice. So, okay, not too bad. Why I keep thinking he ran the same paint scheme before. Maybe it's just me. Harvick's paint scheme, by the way, it's just a mobile one scheme with lots of American flags on it. But I like that one too. I know it's not on this gallery, or in this gallery, but still though. Denny Hamlin in his typical FedEx scheme. I have to admit, I really love this body armor paint scheme that Ryan Blaney drove. There's red, there's yellow, there's blue, red rims. Man, this has to be a NASCAR Authentics diecast. If they don't make it out, I swear we're gonna riot. To be honest though, we're not actually going to riot. It's just a side joke. Don't take it seriously. But anyhow, I like the red rims. I like it. Not sure what the bits here are supposed to represent, but I do like it. I do love the yellow here on the side too. That looks, well, I like how it outlines it. I mean, that looks pretty cool. Wasn't sure about it at first, but I like it. You know what? I'll have to give this paint scheme a 12/12, which is my way of saying 100 out of 100. So gotta give him credit. Okay, Chase Briscoe, I saw it. It's basically his primary high point scheme, but with the big old American flag on the side. But it does look pretty creative though. So I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty cool. Got some stars here, and you got the red and white of the American flag. I really like it. It looks really creative. This would be NASCAR Authentics worthy right here. Chris Buescher in the 5th Third Bank Ford Mustang. We've seen this paint scheme before. Kyle Busch, he's ran the same patriotic paint scheme like this for the last couple years. Can he change it up for once next year? If he can do that, I'll at least be happy. As much as I don't like Busch, still though, he should. Same thing with Truex. Now, Christopher Bell's I actually really like. It's got some stars here, red number, there's white, blue patches, got white front here, that looks nice. You got blue on the top, and you got like parts of the American flag here. So overall, this is actually the only Joe Gibbs patriotic scheme from that weekend that I actually did like. So GG to Christopher Bell and his team. This one has to be one of my favorites. Matt DiBenedetto's number 21 Menards Ford Mustang. It's mostly like a forest green color, and on the hood here it's got like streaks of white. It looks pretty nice. The rims and the number, they definitely go together. Love this paint scheme. It's the best one. I need to see. Hold on there. I need to see what was on the hood. Oh, it was Master Force. Okay. I did see it here on the quarter panel, but I wanted to check again to be sure. But I actually do like this paint scheme. I really like it. Logano is typical Shell Pennzoil scheme. Bubba Wallace's was actually one of my favorites. It's all decked out in black and white. I suppose this is supposed to depict the black and white American flag trying to depict the past. That's why you see the white stars against the black background. Okay, so I see what they're doing. And you also got some black and white patches here. Okay, not too terribly bad. This should be diecast worthy right here. So, yeah, this one was my favorite paint scheme from the Coke 600 weekend this year. William Byron is 24 Liberty University car. What do you want to... Well, I do like the big old American flag on the side, and you got also the stars here, and that's pretty much it. They could have added a couple stars here on the back, but I'm fine with the way it is. Michael McDowell's paint scheme was definitely a patriotic one for sure, considering its camo scheme and all that, and the yellow number. Okay, I definitely like this one. They could have painted... My only criticism is they could have painted the rims yellow to match the number, but it is what it is. He drove the Freight Auctions Ford Mustang, which was his primary sponsor from that Sunday, so overall, good scheme. Ryan Priest drove the number 37 Kroger Coca-Cola Chevrolet. I do like it. I do like Coca-Cola. I like the sponsor combination. It's really interesting. The only bit, however, that has a bit of patriotism on it is, excuse me, the American flag here along the bottom and along the side here, and that's pretty much it. They could have added more, but oh well. Anthony Alfredo, sorry, number 38 Death Wish Coffee Company Ford Mustang. It's basically an all black scheme with a red streak, and that's pretty much it. They could have painted the rims white to match the number, but I'm fine with the way it is. Cole Custer, the number 41 Feeding America Wow Wow Ford Mustang. Even though it's not a patriotic scheme, I actually do like this one. To be honest with you, Matt DiBenedetto's paint scheme is by far the best non-patriotic paint scheme from Coke 600 race weekend, so that was pretty good. Anyhow, it's got silver here on the front and along the side. You got these streaks of red and yellow, and the rest of the car is just black, and that's pretty much it. But I like it though. I have nothing really against it. Ross Chastain's number 42 Advent Health scheme looks pretty nice. Another good non-patriotic paint scheme from that weekend as well. It's basically his regular Advent Health scheme, but they added the watermelon here along the side with the creativity. Yeah, I love the creativity on this one. I really like it. This will be NASCAR Authentics worthy right here. Yeah, you got here along the side, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I love it. Eric Jones, the number 43 Petty's Garage scheme. Nothing much. They only added a few stars here along the outside of the rim, out of the tire thing, and here along the bottom. That's pretty much it. They also had some blue here on the front and the back, and yeah, that's pretty much it there. For Ricky Stenhouse Jr.'s Cottonelle scheme, not much, but they did add an American flag here along the bottom, and that's pretty much it. Alex Bowman's paint scheme looks pretty nice. The A for Ally has the American flag on it, and it's also got the dog tags as well. That looks nice. This paint scheme kind of reminds me of Jimmy Johnson's scheme from last year, but without the green and all that. And you got different bits. It's supposed to mean something for like a military plane or something. But I definitely like it though. And the creativity, the number. I think it looks pretty nice, not gonna lie. And the last scheme for Cup, Justin Haley. He drove the number 77 Walmart Chevrolet. Man, the third best non-patriotic scheme from that Sunday. It's pretty much a simple all blue with yellow and white, and that's pretty much it. I gotta tell you, the Walmart schemes never disappoint, that's for sure. Anyways, that's gonna do it for Cup. On to Xfinity now. Alright, see you in the next video. Peace out.